Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it. I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or... poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Ignoring me again?
Red.
Now with that, we're revitalizing. Are you ready?
Aloy, change your mind about come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Yeah, I saw. They won't let anyone up the old trailhead southwest of here.
And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the bristleback.
You're a pig. Blasted things, they just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out. That put a dent in old... Now, if...
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt?
2 words. Concession decree. Olvind has taken to blaming the... He's hoping to dig up enough old until the concessions... This is just his latest. He's been trying to rile up the workers since...
About that. I think the...
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for... what, exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth... And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law... Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep.
Who is this tall...
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire.
So Tolland works for all...
Ha! Ulvin might think so. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need... So he jangled purses on getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's...
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Carja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Carja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake, it would make him richer than a scrapper. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call him... He's a sly old badger. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually...
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to...
Much appreciated. They have it rough.
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with...
Okay,
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's over.
It's a weapon! kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking. Where are we? Ah. So, you.
Actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Are you two from around?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of...
Sounds like you had other...
Let's just say that opening another isn't how I want to make my mark.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes, but coming out here, and I'm on the brink of...
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw. Well, Boomer here is adamant that it enhances it, namely with explosive
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
that. I need the parts to make the first working.
Well, for starters, on charger horns.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, keep it to yourself.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow its sky.
Boomer! You get them for me. It's yours.
You have a deal.
Ho there!
Maybe I should charge someone.
That's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed him myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Karja lovers. On your blasted way.
Your compassion warms my
You mean this? And he showed me a flathead.
There she is. Took out all the bristleback she did. 3 months. You? Almost 4. Last time I was back, the darkness started swarming. Best
You could always do.
Oi, miss.
You know what we need? A proper survey of the valley.
What are you laughing about? We already got a map.
Move those feet.
If you call a few squiggles on a piece of paper a map. Sure.
It's been a while.
Okay.
Don't tell your mom you saw me.
Aren't you late for work?
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet so I don't spook the herd.
That's not.
I'm gonna leave you here. They're in light. Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. Karja Horn. That means the embassy's starting soon. Hey, what happened here?
What do you care?
Don't you?
As it happens? No. You know, I was already having a crappy day, and now these two idiots picked my shift to climb the damn mountain. Wouldn't be so bad if this one weren't so heavy.
Wait, 2 idiots?
Did I stutter? Yeah, 2. I heard another one shouting up top. Sounds like they got caught between sharp claws and a sharper fall.
Someone's in trouble. Aren't you gonna do something?
Self-inflicted. And I got my hands full with this one.
You're seriously not going to help.
You seriously are?
Someone's in trouble at the top of the cliff. I better get to climbing. Okay.
Is that you, Red? Thought you paid us a visit. Come on.
I should have enough charger horns for Della and Boomer now. Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about. I need to get off this thing and walk. Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tenakth?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory. Barren Light is our port of entry, when its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Looking for a real challenge?
Charge now. I wouldn't trust him to piss in a straight line.
He's really that bad?
There's Errand. Looks like he's had a few. Gentlemen?
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. Well, I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
How have things...
Your silent departure? Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his... I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went...
You got blindsided.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half... In the end, everybody drank, you know. That's the rowdiest funerals.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight.
What do you know about the
Oh, you know, not much. Only that he said I'm making peace with these. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this?
No, nothing good. If they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids, lucky ones became slave labor. You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's, no matter how much new stone they put up. Oh, yeah, don't let me stop you.
Errand.
Yeah, all right. I guess what I'm really trying to say is...
I know where to find you.
Yeah, don't count. Be careful out there.
Savior. You're my...
Conover. She's Meridian Savior.
It's just...
Please, no one will listen.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hog?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Loravik to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier...
What makes you so sure Loravik was...
Well, I was too far to...
It's not the most outlandish claim I've...
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge it.
If I have to die, so be it. But if...
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tanakh...
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He reprimanded the sentries and everyone...
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless, meaning someone left... And Loravik, well, he's always grumbling about office. And after the incident, he started acting... So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I found him. And when Loravik mentioned the Eclipse, I tried... The stranger took off, and Loravik lunged... Instincts took over.
Why don't you believe?
We combed the woods. Searched Loravik's... But look. Conover's a good... But Nozar only lived... And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow...
No, but more Eclipses are out there.
And considering there's no evidence back... Well, wait, Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipses, please do let...
The meeting you witnessed.
No. But the clearing where they met is...
A dozen soldiers have already searched in there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy.
Don't get your hopes.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh up there.
Yes, sir.
Why the long face, Mavas? Wish you were heading out there?
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be... I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Ah, yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. Now we're open, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. In exchange, The Tanakh returned personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raid. This particular embassy, however... The Tanakh are returning one of a soldier by the name of Fashav. The exchange has got You never know if an embassy's going to go well.
You said something about Tanakh.
They're the tribe's elite warriors. They arrive with a contingent of soldiers. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time. Came back drenched in his own...
It was hot that day, sir.
It wasn't.
Where is this command? If he's the one keeping the gates shut,
I'll take you to him. But the commander isn't one to break protocol.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Yeah, you!
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah.
Yes, the one who
We appreciate your service. At least...
Didn't you just give...
Both sides must...
Yea, for...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed... How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten... It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian. Follow...
The Meridian I saved?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the third clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even this...
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the devil between herself! The gate stays sealed until that horn is blown!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Gates.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded.
Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh?
Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna... Jin.
It's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no...
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half.
How did you come to be?
It's quite a story, though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this rite, called the Kulrut. thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekarro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the cool route. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the cool route is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the cool route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekarro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekarro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hekarro as if he...
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he... It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flip, but he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like that. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet, you would find that he only wants the best. I hope you do speak to him. So, that's my story. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah, the way you... Are you glad?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind, or sipping wine. But I have another goal. As someone who knows the Tenakth, I'm in a unique... If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is...
The Tenakth don't seem...
They're not, as a rule. Chief Hekarro knows that survival, even if that change means putting us...
You asked. I'll tell you. 6 months ago, the world... It's getting worse every day. Much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water. The source of it all has gone west. And I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian. An army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me. And Commander? No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja. But enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Lancers! Form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank! To the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come!
We're spotted.
Be ready for a fight! For the sacred land! Oh!
Can't do much without ammo.
One down! We got this! Firing now! Hit her from Another one down! We can win this! Have to reacquire them! Ragala! Over here! We got one of the marshals! Cut them all down! Machine down! Get the ladder! No!
We've survived worse.
I've got her! That Outlander's here! Something's trying to kill us. Target hit! Aloy! I can use some help! Did you knock some more pieces off it? I'm on this one. Think you can hunt me? Do you need help? Got him in my sight. Wipe him out.
Enough! You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through his shield if I... damage it enough. I've got to get through that shield. Balls!
You're not hurting me, Outlander!
Oh, that helps. There! Now's my chance! Give it up! His shield's regenerated.
Your time is...
Need to break his guard. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable. You're not stopping me. Gotta take down that shield.
There.
There, he's exposed. I've got to break that shield.
You're as empty as weak as Hikaru's word.
There, now's my chance.
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
I don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vwadis, Vashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north. With all those machines they were riding, they must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Vashav called Regala a rival.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. Her attack was coordinated and precise.
They knew the lay of the land, and they knew Fashav was going to be handed over. If the Tanakh were... She must have spent months gathering...
They had to have made camp nearby, somewhere they could lie low. And
it's too bad.
at least Nozar went down fight. Well, I'll make sure they're given proper funeral.
Do you think the Karja will take act? Seems like you'd have...
An expedition of the Karja army would be taken as the start of another. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow...
I'd need to be on my...
Then I wish you luck. And don't worry about your friends.
I appreciate it.
So
I can grab this from my stash later. So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spires should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. The woman who led the ambush, Regalla, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels? Good spot to test the shield wing. Why climb down when I can glide? Looks like a lance horn, but with scarier antlers. It's about to get loud. Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about. Send this to my stash. I'll save this for a dyer. Perfect. Keep this green shine for later. Pack's full, but my stash has room.
I don't know. I didn't put it there.
The only thing underground in a desert is sand.
And the remains of anyone that cannot buried there.
They're wilder than the Nora.
Let... Hope we never meet one.
The better question is...
You won't get these wares in Nora lands.
What do you think? remind you. About the other day. I know you and him don't get on, but just watch your language when you're with him.
Did you let him speak to me?
He's a bit rough. He's had a bad time.
Snow crunch under my boots. Scroungers. Mildev said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles.
the acid do its job.
Okay, now to look through the scrap piles for a metal panel. I think I have everything I need for Mildiv. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal. I'll stash this away for later. From where Honor said I'd find his crew. I should have enough charger horns for Della and Boomer now. Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about. Should help. This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble. Fire's wasted on that machine. I can switch it up. watchtower at the top of that cliff. Looks like the path I broke a long time ago. I'm gonna have to climb. Found her becoming the hunted. There we go. Chill air's prickling my lungs. Just need a rib from that fanghorn they were talking about. Made it. And there's another one of those devices. A lens. So, figure out what to do with it later. This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble.